Welcome to the Spotlight Series podcast. I'm your host, Slick Shawn. Man, I got the dopest gig in the world. I get to have conversations with entertainers and entrepreneurs and listen to their inspiring stories. You can stream the podcast at spotlightseries.net, watch on Roku TV, Facebook Watch, IGTV, and listen on all podcast platforms. In a world full of darkness, the spotlight is on you. What's good, world? This is Slick Shawn. We got a special guest today. This brother right here, y'all, he's been on Def Jam Poetry. He's done multiple songs with Outkast. He's been in the Dungeon Family Organized Noise Camp. You know what I'm saying? He's been in the Society of Soul. His reputation precedes him. We got Big Rube up in the house.
Hey, what's going on, bro? Thanks for having me up in here.
Hey, man, you blessing us right now, man. The pleasure's all ours, man.
I appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, and I know I said interview when I was reaching out to you, man, but this more like a conversation, man. We gonna sit down. If you want to fire up one while we doing this thing, you sip, you do whatever you want to do while we
you told me that, I would have had me one ready.
Yeah, you already know me, man.
It's like here. You got some more of that blunt you smoking left in there? Damn, all right, my girl don't smoke the weed. All right.
Yeah. I got them vapes, man. Y'all to holler at me on them vapes.
Hey, well, I guess that's what I'm gonna do there. Let me tell you what tripped me out. We was in Boston, right? We were doing Dungeon Family Tour. And the dude was like, yeah, we have it. I was like, it's legal. I said, it's legal in Boston? Boston. He's like, yeah. I was like, man. I was like, that was the last place I thought it would have been legal so quick. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, cat has some dope with vape. I like the vapes. Only problem with vapes is you got to make sure you not only have quality oil, which I'm sure you do, but an actual quality vape, because the problem with a vape is when you're dealing with any type of machinery, electronics like that, cheap ain't good, especially you're talking about inhaling it. You know what I'm saying? Because there's you got lithium batteries and all that, and you got to make sure it reaches the right temperature. Or too hot, it's gonna be dangerous. Not hot enough, it's gonna leave too many impurities in the oil. So all y'all catch that thing, vaping is just straight safe. You realize you're supposed to breathe nothing but air. Yeah, we don't breathe oxygen, we breathe air.
Yeah, spitting facts, boy.
You think we breathe oxygen? No, we breathe air.
Right, you spit straight facts, boy. So where you from, though, man?
Man, I'm from Southwest Atlanta, baby. It's on folks. You know what I'm saying?
The SWATS.
Yeah, you already know.
Already, man.
I was born in Southwest Atlanta Community Hospital.
So how was your childhood like growing up in the SWATs, man?
It was pretty good. It's funny, I was just talking about my brother about that earlier, telling me a story. It was cool. Like my mom, you know what I'm saying, we weren't rich or nothing, but we weren't, she worked, and my pops used to basically come pick me up every weekend, shit like that. Went outside, played football. You know who Kwanzaa Hall is?
Who that?
Kwanzaa Hall, he had ran for mayor of Atlanta.
Nah.
Well, he ran for mayor of Atlanta. Was one of my buddies. He stayed right in the back of me. And, we just did regular shit. It ain't like we wasn't shooting niggas up and shit like these niggas be doing now. When I was 11, I was playing football and baseball in the street, riding my bike, you know what I'm saying, and stuff. But it was cool, man. It was 5 of us. Well, it was 4 of us until my little brother came along. I asked for a little brother for like 2-3 years. After I wasn't studying no more, then he come. I used to really be like, I want a little brother, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I looked up to my big brother, you know what I mean? So I wanted to be a big brother, but by the time he was born, I was like 9. I was like, shit. By the time he can't go nowhere with me or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But nah.
So you was a middle child.
That's my dude. Nah, I'm 4th.
Oh, okay, 4.
Yeah, I got 2 sisters, 3 brothers. It's 2 girls, 3 boys.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I was the baby until he came along. But yeah, that's my nigga that he cool as hell.
Yeah. How many of y'all are into entertainment and music? Was it just you that gravitated to that, or other siblings?
Yeah. Well, my brother, my little brother, my younger brother, he rap and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I was the first one to really get into it like that. I just always been in art. When I was a kid, I used to draw, paint and stuff, and I started rapping when I was like 12 or 13. Started taking it real serious when I was like 15, 16. You know what I'm saying? When I was 18, I did a whole album. Rico them had did me a whole album. You know what I'm saying? I had a whole album recorded. It was like 1989, 90.
Yeah.
So I've been for real about it for about 35 years now.
Man, I know, man. I've been watching your growth, man, and expansion, man. I know at least since the 94 Outkast and Goody Mob scene. I've definitely been watching you since then. Definitely was a fan, still is. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the reasons why I had reached out to you. I think it was 2017, and we did that track together. Because, all love and respect, much salute, OG.
I still listen to it, man. I listen to my shit, you know what I'm saying? I still listen to it.
Hey, I'm still trying to get that video, man. I'm trying to get the video, man.
Turn the camera on. What you waiting on?
I know, right? We're going to get it popping, man. So talk to me about the whole Organized Noise and Dungeon Family, man. How was that experience? I know Freaknik was going on around that time. Me and my fams used to come from Alabama. Tell us about how the Freaknik was and the whole Outcast and Organized Noise and Dungeon Family.
Most of us knew each other as friends in some way or another before, even getting to that point. Mm-hmm. Like I knew Rico and a couple more cats from school, you know what I'm saying, when we was 13, 14, 15. And if I didn't know this guy, my homeboy knew him. So, you know what I'm saying, we all just kind of was friends or friends of friends, you know what I'm saying? And just from hanging out and stuff and what was going on in Atlanta at the time, it was a lot of like in the city, like local celebrity type action going on when cats was dancers or, you know what I'm saying, or doing talent shows and stuff like that. So, that's why you got, you see everybody when you Dallas, you see Jermaine, you know what I'm saying? It was like before that would have meant anything to you, these were the cats you see, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was just trying to do something with themselves. You know what I'm saying? As a youngster, you was trying to, make it happen, you know what I'm saying? You felt like you want to do something if you felt like you want to do something. So by the time we got into the era you're talking about, when Freaknik first started, it was basically college spring break is what it was. And it just got deemed Freaknik because it just got kind of out of control as far as how people looked at what it was supposed to be, but it really was just college spring break.
Yeah.
So by the time Outkast kind of came out and it was still doing Freaknik, it was crazy. Like we used to, one time they had a Freaknik at a place called Lakewood Amphitheater, which was walking distance from the dungeon. And we was in there chilling. I was like, man, look at all these cars all down up and down the street because nobody was in the hood, nobody else. Like these cars, this girl's walking up and down. What the fuck? So we walked outside. I like, oh yeah, Freaknik. So we walked down to the amphitheater, and it was just crunk out there, like stupid crunk. You know what I'm saying? And it was like just an ocean of people. Like right when you walked off the block, the shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying? But it started getting out of hand to where at first they was hating on it, trying to shut it down, but then it needed to be shut down because they were tripping. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Come around here. They was coming to Atlanta just, trying to act stupid with it. And then we get blamed for it. Like, nigga, that wasn't us. That's these niggas that ain't from here. You know what I'm saying? Flipping over cars and, trying to sexually assault girls and all that. We ain't with all that. You you come, you throw a little trash down, you spend some money like everybody else with some shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like going to Mardi Gras or anything else. You can, because actually, if I found out when you go down there, how girls show their breasts for the little beads. That's technically illegal in New Orleans, but they don't really enforce that during Mardi Gras as long as you got some sense. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But it's like them cops don't play down there when you don't know because they've been doing it so long. You feel me? That they know how to handle it. You know what I'm saying? But our police was doing stupid shit like blocking off all the streets so you couldn't get to none of the vending or none of the places. So what happened was in retaliation, people started, how cats is. It's like we can't do that. It's frustration and retaliation. People started doing stupid shit, vandalism and all that. So that's kind of what killed that. But before then, it was great when it was just kind of like a pure Black college spring break and having fun. We just kind of releasing all the stress and stuff from going to school. It was great, but then it turned into something else. 90% of the niggas there ain't never been to college, you know what I'm saying? So it turned into something else, you know what I'm saying? But they firm mistake with naming that shit Freaknik. Firm mistake.
You ain't lying. I know me and my partners used to come from Alabama, man. I think we were coming around 96, 97, and we would come, man, and we would just be smoking with everybody, like having fun, but like you said, the bad parts where people was getting, sexually assaulted and the people
stuff
shot.
Like that. It gave it a bad name,
Yeah.
You know how that is. The media is gonna put a spotlight on the bad. They ain't gonna say nothing about the good stuff.
Right. That's true.
But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It did what it was supposed to do at the time. You know what I'm saying?
I got a song queued up, man. Ring the Alarm. Who did the beat?
I did the beat and I mixed it, and I got a guy up in Chicago to master it. The female lead on that I'm gonna say the female on the hook. That's Esperanza. She was in Society of Soul with me, and we basically did we worked on a project called R&R Legends, which is, we call her Ronnie, so it's like Rube and Ronnie, and then Legends. So it's like we wanted to feature cats that may not have or may have got a lot of shine in the music business, but somebody who I consider a legend because they dope. You know what I'm saying? So my boy Daddy Q is on there. You know what I'm saying? He's from New York by way of London, by way of Southwest Atlanta.
He's been all over, ain't he?
Yeah, he dropping some signs on that. And I come in on the last verse, and my little god nephew playing some percussions at the end. So it's a nice little family joint, but it's got a nice little message to it. You know what I'm saying? Let everybody check it out.
It is, man. R&R Legends featuring Don Dottie Q. We about to run into it right now. Let's get it on the Spotlight Series podcast.
The time has come. L-O-V-E. The alarm.
Ring it, ring it, ring it.
T-O-V-E. The time has come. Means everything to me. The alarm.
Ring it,
Watch. Hey, yo, me say lively station and we like cause him we have to follow. Straight and narrow upon the party that we mission. Decision, yet some they giving orders. Some take it to some get blown like sawdust. Skit it on the minibus, yo. Some get it to what they minus plus, so pass or fail, the righteous must prevail. And in this hell, well I must tell this tale. Now listen me diction, no pay back, no fiction. Now when you see the done, I say me depend on mission. Loving on me heart from the foundation. Truths and rights, I carry the whole nation. Listen the styles me have, you can't say so. So you know, say we put it on the 2-1. And you feel the vibes of what we have. Them attack this, but you can't come grab.
The time has come.
yeah.
L-O-V-E. The alarm.
Ring it, ring it, ring it.
T-O-V-E. The time has come. Now means everything to me. The alarm.
Ring it, ring it.
Bingo.
The real conquest is still a contest, yet still the young just to fulfill the wrong quest. And still with unjustness, can't get no justice. A piece is unquestioned since he might bust. Sins are like dust, intense and might crush. Friends are like dust in the sense you can't trust them. And those without trust think life is worth nothing. They pick the wrong one if they want mass destruction. I won't pass the buck when it come time for busting. I mean this cause unconditionally I'm loving. I seen this, I know my time here is nothing. The grand scheme of things are what my mind's conducting. Blessed with these skills to prevent vast conduction of ignorant ideals for universal corruption. Erupt to dry the tears of the few the verses touching. And God is thy will to the universe's combustion.
The time has come. L-O-V-E. The alarm.
Ring it, ring it, ring it.
T-O-V-E. The time has come. Means everything to me. The alarm.
Ring it, ring it. Ronnie on the hook.
Ruben Daddy Q bussin'. Now check my nephew Zari Rocks on percussion.
Yeah, that boy sitting with it. He was on the internet playing drums when he was 6, destroying his dad. His mom saying his dad played bass in the band. But that boy been playing drums since he was like 4. You know, like 5 or 6 years old, just destroying the drum. But now he goes to whose name is that in college? I can't remember, but he's a ridiculous percussionist right now.
You do a lot of revolutionary pieces and stuff like that for the culture and the Black community. Expand on that. What gives you the inspiration to do that?
Well, basically, revolution just means to make a 180, one revolution, turn things around. So people get the wrong idea. Revolution ain't necessarily a certain sound or style. It just means to affect change because whatever's going on need to be changed. So I just kind of whatever I feel like, need to be changed, or that's how I talk about it. Or if it's a certain subject matter on a song that I'm getting on, I attack it a certain way. And as an artist, I always want to be original and entertaining, but just, from my mindset, just as, just a man, I'd be like, I'm also be better than the rest of these niggas. And at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like, kind of just not be. I don't know. I just, as long as the shit ain't ignorant, I guess I ain't gotta say all that shit out. I just don't like make ignorant shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's a simple way to put it. You know what I'm saying? Something to make you feel good and that you like, but at the same time, after you listen to it enough times, you kind of like, damn, this nigga done tricked me into some thought shit. You know what I'm saying? like I like to engage your mind too, and then but leave it open ended enough to where if you're listening to something now, you're listening to it in 5 years. The music is organic, so it grows with you. It's not like the same exact words and beat and shit. But you ever notice that same song to you now that you listen to now, if you listen to it 10 years ago, it's like totally different as far as what you get out of it. Because as you change, it's like, because it's not like locking you in a box. You know what I'm saying? It's making it where it can relate to a lot of people. And to me, that's what art is being able to relate to a lot of people and let them kind of see through your eyes, as much as possible as we can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt. You for sure dropped some scientific bars on the track. Me and you did the Alpha Omega.
Yeah, I impressed myself with that one. I ain't even flip. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
usually I'd be like, yeah, it's all right. But yeah,
there was some bars, man. That's perfect segue because I got the song queued up and I'm about to run into it. Slick Shawn featuring Big Rube, Alpha Omega. Let's get it on the Spotlight Series podcast.
One beat maker, the hit maker,
Yeah.
the hit maker.
Southwest Atlanta too strong. Zone 4. You already know what it is. Once the path returns to its conception, on a perfect arc, wiped from existence is the point of connection. In all directions, the distance one can travel's unending. Without a point, what purpose is served through this circle's ascension? Besides spinning the truth of everything encompassed within it. Energy, matter, even thoughts been totally twisted. No straight and narrow when this universe is curved and wide. All that ever was and will be is conserved inside. Nothing leaves. Deep down we know, though many choose to believe otherwise. How others guise themselves is meant to deceive. But they only drown, get pulled down under, fighting the tide. Returning to the soil in Egypt that this river divides. I'd rather slide between dimensions, can't let ignorance ride. I ain't with it, so it ain't with me, won't let it inside. That same circle that this beating verse I'm murking describes. I'm betting that alpha manifested right where Omega resides, nigga.
It ain't no right or wrong, just energy. Depend on how you use it, is you feeling me? Do something special with your life, create a legacy. I whisper words of wisdom, just let it be. Our ancestors were scientists, kings, queens, and mathematicians. Pyramid builders, now we're pyramid scheme villains. The Nile flows upwards, your hate is cursed. I just saw the old me ride off in the hearse. Our ancestors were scientists, kings, queens, and mathematicians. Pyramid builders, now we're pyramid scheme villains. The Nile flows upwards, your hate is cursed. I just saw the old me ride off in a hearse. Ain't nothing free in this world, everything come with a price. Could be your money or your time or even your love. Like, wish I could tell you how it started. There is no beginning. Star-crossed lovers, no fairy tale ending. Sometime I know I ain't right, but the balance is nice. Cause at first it was the dark and then it come to light. Had to kill my clone cause he wanted to be first. As above, so below, now ain't back in the dirt. It ain't no right or wrong, just energy. Depend on how you use it, is you feeling me? Do something special with your life, create a legacy. I whisper words of wisdom, just let it be. Our ancestors were scientists, kings, queens, and mathematicians. Pyramid builders, now we're pyramid scheme villains. The Nile flows upwards, your hate is cursed. I just saw the old me ride off in the hearse. Our ancestors were scientists, kings, queens, and mathematicians. Pyramid builders, now we're pyramid scheme villains. The Nile flows upwards, your hate is cursed. I just saw the old me ride off in a hearse. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that shit go hard. You see, I be knowing the words. I still listen to that thing, but it's on the playlist right now.
Man, it get my mind where it need to be, man. When I need to get it back right, you know.
Yeah, that's on the playlist now too. So my car like that damn song too. Goddamn, sometimes I be on random, that motherfucker pop right up.
Right, pop right up. For sure, man. I see you be you a gamer too, man. You got a Twitch?
No, I ain't got Twitch, but you know what I'm saying. But I am a gamer.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Xbox, Oculus, PC, all that. You know what I'm saying? But I am a gamer. But lately, I ain't been really playing no games. I just been too busy. But every now and then, I like to kick back and play some, you know, play a fun game. You know what I'm saying? I've been a video gamer since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Atari
I'm
2600.
back in the Nintendo days. I wasn't Atari, but Nintendo
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm coming from the school of Atari, bro. The A. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was 12 years old. That's what I got for my birthday, Atari, man. And boy, I thought I was doing it. And then, like, about a year or two later, got that ColecoVision. I stopped playing. I was charging niggas to get in my house. You 50 cents, you come in and play. Well, yeah, back then, you know, it was like, you know,
Yeah.
you had a nice video game at the crib. You know, because back then, cats actually go to the arcade and spend quarters. You had a video game at the crib, you was doing it.
You was in.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of put me in mind of when Andre was like, "I'm sorry," like Atari was because it took a Coleco.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I've been on Nintendo, nigga, though, because it used to piss me out. Like 2 hours before you play the goddamn game.
Man, I'm telling you, man, you started to blow in the games, boy.
I was a Sega nigga. I had Sega Genesis, Sega Master System, Sega Saturn, got that Sega CD. Then you know, once that shit transformed into Xbox, I kept moving with that.
Yeah, I remember on that
Xbox
Sega. Yeah, I had that Joe Montana on that Sega. Do you remember that?
Sports Talk Football, boy. When niggas ask, I'm talking about Sports Talk. He drops back, he throws.
Man, that was a game.
And he's at the 20, going sideways.
Yeah, that was the game. I could lock myself in the room, bro, and not come out for the longest.
But stop playing. I get Buffalo and drop back by 12 yards with Elway, what? Straight touchdown. Man.
What about Thurman Thomas with the Bills?
Oh, what? Thurman?
He said,
Thurman? Come on, man. I stopped playing, boy. It was on that motherfucker, boy. Everybody, if you had whatever team you got, if they really had somebody good, the other nigga had to match up. You can get your ass whooped because you know it wasn't no AI.
Go get your ass like, smoked.
You drop back and throw the ball with Elway, and you let him throw it. It's over with. You better go out at the receiver because Elway gonna throw them over all the way to the end zone.
Oh,
like Tecmo Bowl, Tecmo Bowl. They used to be playing, and the dude get hurt. And then they be laying out there, and the ambulance come on the field to pick the dude up, but they run over.
Yeah. Them was them days, boy.
Yeah,
I love the music it would play though, like the little Tecmo Bowl music.
Yeah,
it was crazy, boy.
But basically, he had to make a man. They get the Ravens. You like, I ain't playing. I ain't even playing. Ain't nobody finna play against Bo Jackson anymore. You couldn't stop him.
Man, you
couldn't stop
Bo.
You can run all the way up the field, Bo Jackson. Turn around, all the way back down the field. Turn around, all the way back. You just fucking with niggas, just running around in circles, just being, go get a drink while you're not even looking at the screen. Like, you couldn't stop Bo Jackson, man. That shit was not fair.
Man, he'll break 1 million tackles, man. He would break 1 million tackles on your ass.
That shit wasn't fair. You know what I'm saying? Just like, what's the name of that damn game? It was basketball, and then you like, he's on fire, and motherfucker.
NBA Jam.
NBA Jam. Boy, stop. Niggas dunking from East Point. Not to have court line, niggas dunk from like East Point to Decatur. Like, damn, bro, I'm not playing this shit. But once they started coming out statistically real games, that's when it got. That's what Madden brought to the game.
Yeah,
Madden brought real football to the game. You know what I'm saying? And at this point, it's so real now. You know, niggas are sweating, and you see niggas tattoos and scars and hair bumps and shit.
Yeah, the NBA 2K is unreal. Like even the mobile version of that shit.
Yeah, man. The new games that they got now, it's like even just in our lifetime, it's an incredible leap of technology, bro.
It is. We just don't understand.
And that's just video games, so you can imagine what else these motherfuckers got.
A lot of shit. Yeah, hey man, tell me about that Dungeon Family tour though, man. What was that like, bro?
It was cool, man. We did like what we do, 12 or 16 cities. I can't remember, but we sold out like most of them.
Yeah.
And it was real cool, man. You know what I'm saying? I would have loved that to do more. But right when we were supposed to go back and do some more, but right when we did that, you know what I'm saying, then came with the coronavirus and shit. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
let that calm down a little bit, and then we'll see what happened. But we had plans. Because what it was we did that short one to kind of see if what kind of response we was gonna get. And people came out and supported so much that we were like, okay, cool, we're gonna put together a real joint. So, but like I said, we came with this bullshit.
What would you tell somebody trying to, come up in the spoken word, hip hop, somebody that's just trying to be, get their self up and out like a new person starting? What would you tell them as words of encouragement or inspiration?
Well, whatever you're doing, whether it's, music or whatever, music as far as like certain things, as far as like the steps that you take to get yourself known has changed. But the one thing that hasn't changed is, first of all, just, be true to your craft, be you, come from your heart, make some quality shit. Don't let nobody tell you, that you can't make it. Don't let nobody tell you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know cats from the gutter or wherever you want to be from that done did it, you know what I'm saying? And they made, successes out of themselves and not just in music, you know what I'm saying? So don't let nobody discourage you, you know what I'm saying? Do your research and find out everything you can about the best ways to get yourself out there, you know what I'm saying? Because those are the things that change. Like, you couldn't just, back when I first did it, you couldn't just go on the internet and drop your shit on there and get views. That wasn't happening. So you had to, do all kind of different stuff. So research it. They got all kind of books. They got, go to the seminars, when they got people on the panels and shit that you might feel like it's somebody that you admire or somebody that did it like you like to do it, you know what I'm saying? Take advantage of their knowledge, because a lot of times they might have books or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So do your research and find out the physical steps of what you got to do. But the most important thing is don't let nobody discourage you and stay true to your craft, you know what I'm saying? And come from the heart, because if you coming from the heart and you being real in as you, it can't be whack. It ain't gonna be whack.
Y'all heard it, man. He dropping straight knowledge. I hope y'all are taking heed to that. And man, I wanna thank you, man, again for coming on to the podcast, man. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you having me,
real,
bro.
man, and all love. There it is, man. Well, we're gonna sign out, man. And Big Rube, in a world full of darkness, man, the spotlight is on you, bro.
Absolutely.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you, man.
Alpha Omega, beginning and ending, baby.
Alpha Omega. Hey, one love, fam.
Most definitely, brother. Appreciate it.
Show.
I wanna know what you're feeling. I wanna know what you're thinking. We walking around with these walls up. One thing for sure is I'm tired of falling. Oh, so familiar these feelings, baby.
Barbara, this is Pam.
Hey, how are you?
Hi. You're so pretty.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Pam, this is T.
Hi, how you doing? Hey, okay. And you know he be spending money like it's no tomorrow. And this little bitch has no clue.
Before we call it quits, I just wanna know, can we? Girl, I know we shouldn't do it. Let my loving get us through it, yeah. Just one.
Thanks for watching Spotlight Series Podcast. I'm your host, Slick Shawn. You can follow on Facebook, Spotlight Series Podcast, on IG, spotlight.series1. You can stream the podcast at spotlightseries.net, watch on Roku TV, Facebook Watch, IGTV, and stream on all podcast listening platforms. In a world full of darkness, the spotlight is on you.